All right, this is what I'm left with after stump removal. Chaz ground these things down way below the ground. And I just took my rake and raked this up and started driving around the food plot and just slowly raising the 3-point up and dropping a little bit here and a little bit there. Worked out really, really well for this one, but I think I've got a spot on the south side that I've struggled to get switchgrass to grow in. And because there was an old road that came through here years ago and it's all shale. My winter weed and my rye will pop in it, but switchgrass will not grow. So I'm thinking now, I'm actually gonna take all this soil and all this mulch and I'm gonna start spreading it up there on that end and making me a switchgrass pocket. And here in about another 3-4 weeks, I'm gonna drill switchgrass into it and maybe I can get it to pop. Maybe amend that soil a little bit with what I have here. So that's what's on the agenda. But this is awesome. Got this old headache elm out of here. Didn't serve nobody no good. Shaded out my plot screen, had to drive around it. So really cool process. Glad I had it done. Now I've got to take the rest of the stuff and try to spread it up there. I think it's a little bit more work, but I think it's gonna maybe help me with my switchgrass problem. So all right, I was in the middle of taking all the topsoil and mulch from the stump grinder and placing it down this pathway here that I cannot get my switch to grow on because of an old shell road that went through here. I've tilled it, I've tried to do everything I can, so I'm hoping that all this mulch and dirt will amend this soil. Got switchgrass coming. I'm gonna plan on drilling this into it. Another spot over on a kill plot. Got the tiller hooked up. Had to take a break because Arkansas basketball just beat St. John's. We're in the Sweet 16. Let's go, baby. Now we're gonna do some tilling after a short break to watch that game. Super pumped, super jacked. And it's a good feeling because I think this switchgrass is gonna work now. It's a good omen. Lots of mulch, lots of good dirt here. So I raked out a couple of those stumps and I had a little bit of a, smart thought for once. And I thought if I take all that soil and mulch and drag into this, I bucketed it over here, raked it out, and I'm gonna till it in, let it settle a couple weeks. I'll drill this in with switchgrass. So we're gonna get to tilling and finalize another project on the farm. Let's go. Got all the mulch chips, dirt, topsoil. This is the area I talked about where I was having a lot of trouble growing switchgrass. I've drilled it, frost seeded it, nothing seems to work. So I thought I would take all this topsoil and mulch and spread it out here. I raked it out. I'm thinking, I'm a no-till guy, but I think I'm gonna hook up the tiller and till this whole area right here and then drill in my switchgrass. So all right, guys, and just like that, we have converted a shell and brick road by hauling all of our stump grinding, topsoil, dirt, nutrients, where I cannot grow switchgrass, into a pretty good situation. Switchgrass seed is due to be here in a week. Soil temperatures are coming up enough where I can drill this in. And I took this thing from shale to all of this. And I think this is pretty nice soil. Pretty excited about the process. I'm a no-till guy. Luckily, I still have the tiller. I was gonna sell it, but situations like this, you need one. Glad I have it. While I was at this, I decided to till some of my rye out and extend my switchgrass drilling from 10 feet to about 15 or 20 feet. So cover over food, I choose cover, and that's what we're gonna do. When the switchgrass comes in, we're gonna drill all this stuff in. Hopefully the rain comes, compacts this down a little bit. I can drill at the right depth. Really good process. Glad I thought enough to haul this stuff in and spread it along here to maybe change this soil and amend it so switchgrass will grow. It's been 4 years now. I cannot get switchgrass to grow on this east side. I just can't do it. So I'm thinking, after the way that this looks, I should be able to get it to grow. So pretty pumped about the process. A few hours on the tractor. We're gonna go up to the little kill plot, and I'm gonna try to extend that out as well. It's a great spot, but I'm lacking in cover. The switchgrass grew, but it's only about 6 feet wide. I want to extend that out about 15, 20 feet to get that cover for my entrance. Switchgrass is a tricky situation because it takes about 3 years to really get it to come up and get it high so the bucks can't see into this deal. I've got all this treetops beside me here, which is definitely going to help. New corridor is going to help, but I think this switchgrass is going to be a game changer. So glad to get this project behind me. Got one more plot to till, and when the switchgrass comes in, we'll be drilling. Let's go.